200-piece mechanics tool set, model number 39151 here, that we purchased at Sam's Club. And so today we're going to do a full video review of this. We're going to do drop testing. We're going to give you a tour of the whole set here, and we're going to give you our opinions of this set. And it all starts right now. Everybody, Jeff here, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, we give you all sorts of world-class advice on how to remodel your houses, how to fix all sorts of tough engineering problems around your house, and we do tool reviews like this here. But if you haven't subscribed to us, you want to make sure you do that now while it's fresh on your mind. Just click that subscribe button down below, and right when you do that, you got to click the little gray bell icon. Otherwise, YouTube will not notify you when we upload a new video. We'll be uploading videos all the time, and you'll never even know that they happened, all right? So make sure you get that done while it's fresh on your mind now. So let's take a look at our tool set here. Okay, so this Channellock 200-piece tool set here, this comes with all 3 drive sizes, and that's my minimum criteria. I will not buy any new socket sets unless I can get all 3 drive sizes for the ratchets here. So what we have here with these ratchets is we have the 1/4 inch size, the 3/8 inch size, and the 1/2 inch size, and they're giving us both SAE and metric as well. So those are kind of the main features you want to look for in a set. Beyond that, you look at the number of pieces they have here, and do all of these pieces satisfy your requirements here. So what I like about this particular set here is, of course, like I said, it includes all 3 ratchet sizes, and it has ratcheting wrenches in this set too. So these wrenches here are open on one end, but they're ratcheting on the other, which is pretty nice too. That will be interesting to test those out, see how those look there. And also, some of our sockets here are 6-point and some are 12-point sockets as well here. This kit here is made in China. So unlike the DeWalt set that is made in Taiwan, and my Craftsman 216-piece set that you saw me pick up at Black Friday sale, that is also made in Taiwan. This particular set here, made in China. Okay, now Sam's Club normally sells this kit for $89.99, but I can tell you I've never seen it at any Sam's Club I've been to. So they don't stock it at ours, and they don't stock it in the half a dozen other Sam's Clubs that I've been to anywhere in this part of the state. So this was only here for a one-day sale. Now Sam's Club does these one-day sales sometimes once or twice a year. Usually, they almost always do one the first Saturday of August. This one here was done at the beginning of December here, and so they took $20 off. So we got this set for $69.99, and for a 200-piece set, that's a really good price that normally goes for $89.99. This compares in pricing to the DeWalt set that we got at Costco there. You saw me get that one there. That's a $99 kit for 173 pieces. That one was on sale at Costco for $79.99. So they're both pretty much right around the same price range. All right, let's see how much it weighs. Oh, it comes in at 33.88 pounds. All right, let's take a measurement here. And we have 17 inches across. So this case is 17 inches wide and about maybe 14.5 inches tall. And it's 4 inches thick. So we put the Channellock kit in front of the DeWalt and line them up on the right side edge over here, so you can see just a little bit difference in size. It looks like the DeWalt kit is maybe an inch at the most taller, and on the left hand side it appears to be about 2.5 inches or so bigger than that. So both of these mechanics tool sets here are pretty close in size here. Alright, so here's your case here. And what I like about it is, just like the DeWalt kit here, this one here also has the metal latches there as well. See, so these are nice metal here. Right there you can see the Channellock logo on there. Okay, so as we open it up here, you peel off the foam there, and that's what you have. Now here's something that strikes me odd about this kit here. I don't know whether to be disturbed by it or not. But anyway, as I look at these ratchets, they're not polished anywhere as nearly as nice as the DeWalt or especially the Craftsman ratchets, which I thought were polished really good. But if you look right here, right there, and right there, now I didn't touch it, you can barely see those smudges there. I'm going to try to get it in an angle where you can see that there's smudges on there. So apparently you can see it right there where I'm pointing. I didn't touch it. Those are not my smudges. Those are not my fingerprints. So apparently in the factory they're not using gloves here when they put these together. See, I look for little details like that. Okay, we'll just go over some of the main specs here real quick. Of course, it's a 200-piece mechanics tool set. It comes with both SAE and metric drive sizes, 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch drive sizes on those. And it comes with 6-point sockets as well as 12-point sockets and a Dyna Drive torque system. So this Dyna Drive system is Channellock's answer to DeWalt's Dyna Torque system, which all of these guys who make these 12-point wrenches are trying to make their 12-point wrenches seem a lot better than they are by coming up with these clever little ways to make them grip the nut any better. You know, whatever fastener you're trying to loosen, whether it's a hex or 12-point, these sockets are trying to drive them more efficiently. So that's essentially how those work. Okay, so as we start along the top of the set here, here's your 1/2 inch, your 3/8, there's your 1/4 inch driver here. This here is your 3/8 inch extension, and this is 3 inches long. And here you've got a converter, your adapter here from 3/8 inch to 1/4 inch driver. Here you have your universal joint here. That's for a 3/8 inch ratchet. Here's your spark plug. And then this row right here is all 1/2 inch sockets right up along the top there here. And then the second row here that you see right here, these are all deep well sockets here. And these are, and then finally when you get down to this section here, you can see most of these smaller ones here are 1/4 inch drive here. And then everything else around them, all the way around here, is 3/8 inch drive here. And some of these, you know, they're fairly loose in there. And it'll be interesting to see whether these travel or not when we do our drop test. I want to see if any of these come flying out of their positions there. 3/8 inch drives. What I like about this here is that, you know, the letters are pretty big enough engraved on the case there that you can easily see what size you're dealing with right there. And then when you look on the side of the sockets, let's see how big the letters are there. So it says Channellock on there. And then right big letters right there, 5/8. So yeah, that's probably 3/8 inch size lettering that they have on the sides of these sockets, which makes them pretty easy to read. Now these are a little, you have to give a little bit of finger strength to them, because the way these little areas, compartments work here, there's like a notch right there and a notch there, and the notch kind of snaps over the socket. So you put the socket in like that, push it down. Okay, now as we change our focus over to the other side of the case over here, right over here you can see we have a 6-inch extension bar here for our 3/8 inch driver, and we have a 6-inch extension for the 1/4 inch driver as well. Here you have the hex keys in metric here, and over on the right hand side here you have them in SAE. It would have been nice if they made them in 2 different colors to easily remember which one is which without having to stop and strain your eyes here to see the numbers on there. They've got a whole bunch of bits on here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have 50 bits on here. But let me just warn you about something. There's something that's sort of missing here. And that is, so you see how you have these hex bits right here? It looks to me like 5/16 is maybe the biggest one you've got here. So this set doesn't come with any of those cool sockets that has the big hex sticking out of the top out of it. So if you have to do any kind of work in a big electrical panel or anything, that sometimes you have to screw in those terminals, this set will not be able to help you. Okay, so here's all your wrenches here, and they're ratcheting. So the way it works is if you want to tighten it, you go like this, and just go like that, keep tightening it. And then when you want to loosen it, you just flip it over the other way. See, then it goes like that. Loosen, loosen. So that's how these work. So we have on here, we have 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 1/2, 9/16, 5/8, and 3/4 inches. On the metric side here, we have 8 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 18 millimeters. So they skipped 16, and you don't have 11 either. It's kind of interesting here how on these wrenches you don't have 11, because I believe that's what a lot of the bicycle people like to use, the bike repair people. And 16 would be another nice one for people that do a lot of work on German cars. Okay, so here's all your hex drivers here, your hex bits. And then you have the bit driver here. So we're going to take this, and the box says that it's magnetic, so I want to test its magnetic properties here. So we take our bit there and put it in, and yeah, you can feel it. I mean, you can feel it tug for sure. So you know it's sucking in the magnetic bit there. But what I want to know is, will it do a screw? So here's a screw here, Phillips head screw. And you can sort of feel a little bit of a, not much. Let me see if it can hold on. Yeah, it sort of holds onto it. Once you put it on there, it sort of does okay. Yeah, it's very iffy. It's not very powerful. Okay, so now we're going to do an experiment here. This is the 7/16 inch ratchet wrench here. So we're going to see if this one does pretty good on a lag screw that we tighten down real good. So you just go like that. And then if you want to tighten it, you flip it over the other way and you start tightening it back down. So it's got a reasonably smooth mechanism there. And this does get it pretty tight. Okay, now we'll try the 7/16 socket here. And you got to push the button here to make it lock on. So now we're in there nice and solid. Let's give this a try now. So it feels reasonably smooth. And then to loosen it, you flip the lever the other way. So it does feel very smooth, very easy to use. Feels about the same as using the DeWalt set or the Craftsman 216 piece mechanics tool set as well. Okay, so now we're going to close up the case and we're going to do our drop test and see how it survives. We'll see if anything gets lost in the shuffle. Okay, so here's the box. It's got a few scuffs on it, especially over here on the right hand side, especially right over here. So let's open it up and see what happened. Yeah, so pretty much most of it's right there. A little bit of scuffing action there. And as we open it up, everything is still intact here. So the only thing you can see on the bottom is that this socket right here looks like it came loose, so we just push it back down. But nothing popped out of their place at all. And then up here in this section here, everything stayed nice and tight, perfect, nothing went anywhere. In fact, when this kit hit, it was nice and solid. I didn't hear anything even rattling in here. The other two kits from DeWalt, when I tested the DeWalt kit, I heard a bunch of rattling, but nothing really came loose. And also in the Craftsman 216 piece 3-drawer mechanics tool set that we drop tested, it made a whole lot of rattles, and in 2 of the drawers a couple of items came a little bit loose, but nothing traveled. Okay, so one problem that some people have complained about with kits like these plastic kits, is that the sockets don't stay in them very well. So what if you were to, like, supposing you were going to close it this way instead, are these sockets going to fall out? So far they're holding, but I did have one that came out earlier when I tried that. See? So if I try to close it down this way, am I going to lose any sockets? So luckily nothing came out, which is pretty good here, because these are the ones that you would expect would do that. But you know, we don't know the long-term effects yet. This is a brand new set. This hasn't gone through temperature extremes. It hasn't sat in 100 degrees in a truck somewhere. It hasn't been in high humidity, and it hasn't been dropped several times yet. So time will tell on a set like this. But just make sure that when you're dealing with a socket set like this, when you have all your sockets facing up, make sure that's the base and that you close down the lid like that and latch it properly. And I think it's best practice really to leave your foam insert in there too. So I think it provides a little bit of compression in there to keep all of the sockets from traveling. Well, I sure hope you're finding this video useful so far, and if you are, hey, please click on the thumbs up button down below there. That lets us know that you like us. And then while you're at it, be sure to click on that subscribe button down there as well. And when you do that, click the little gray bell icon, because we can upload videos all year long and YouTube will not tell you about it unless you click on that gray bell icon. And that way you want to make sure you get alerted to every single video we upload. Well, thank you so much, folks, for tuning in this week. We appreciate each and every one of you being here, and we'll see you on the next one.